This video will demonstrate how to edit existing content pages from the content management system. So the first thing we want to do is go to Content and then Content Management, and from here we can see a list of any content categories that already exist in the system. And by clicking on the name of the category, we can then drill into that category and see any content pages that exist inside of it. So to then view the details of that page, we just click on the name of the category. And on the left hand side here we can see some basic details of when it was created and who by, as well as some metadata. On the right hand side we can see a revision history. So every time this document is edited, we'll be able to see a new entry there showing us the date and who it was edited by, and we'll also be able to have a look at what the content looked like during that revision. You'll notice there's a green tick icon here, so by clicking this we can go in and edit some of the basic metadata, but just note that this doesn't allow us to edit the actual content of the page itself. There's also another icon here, so if you click this, you'll add this document to your own watch list, which means anytime any revisions are made to the document, you'll receive a notification to let you know that there's been some changes made to it. So the content management system works very similar to our document management system, and it uses a check-in and check-out system. So to avoid multiple people editing the one document at the same time, we actually force the editor to check the document out. So from this drop down we just click Checkout, and on the right hand side we click Go. So you'll notice that the status of this content page is now checked out. So if another user was to come in and look to check out this document, they wouldn't actually have the checkout option available. So this is now locked to my own account. So after checking it out, the next thing we want to do is update the content. So we just select Update and click Go. So this takes us to a new page with the editor that we saw when we created the document, and again we can look at this in a design view, which is very similar to Microsoft Word, or alternatively we can change this into source view to edit the HTML. So we're going to make a quick change to it through the source view, and I'm going to add another row to this table. If I just toggle back to the design view, you'll now see that that extra row is there. So once we've made our changes to the content, we click Save, and you'll notice that a new revision has now been created, which is populated at the top here. Now this document is still checked out, so the changes that we made won't actually appear on the content page if we go and look at the latest revision. So to view the current live version of the content, we click this icon here, and you'll notice that we're still looking at that old version and that new row hasn't been added. So if we just go back, if we wanted to take a look at how our revision looks without actually having it published, we can click on the link for the latest revision, which was from now, and from here you'll see that extra row. So you'll notice that a revision ID is being passed into the query string here, so anyone that's looking at the page, if you've got existing content links somewhere on your website in the menu or throughout your content, they wouldn't be looking at this revision. So now the last step is to check the content page back in. So from that drop down we have the check-in option, and we click Go. So this content page is now available again, which means if another user came in, they would be able to check the document out and make changes. But what this also signals is that our latest revision is now the published version of the website. So if we click on the live view of the content page now, you'll see that that extra row has been added.